I'm Sarah Templin, and I teach at Oak Harbor High School. I teach marine biology and biology, so I teach mainly sophomores, juniors, and seniors. This is my 6th year of teaching, and I've taught only at Oak Harbor High School. And I'm actually very involved in my church. I was a deacon. I will be an elder. I used to help out with the youth a bit, and then started teaching, and that kind of took over my life. What appealed to me was the hands-on work with kids and helping them understand whatever it is they're trying to understand. There's no describing the satisfaction you get when a student finally understands whatever they're trying to understand. And I discovered that I can't really just have a job to make money because it's boring to me. I need something that's a little more challenging. My senior English teacher, and he'd been teaching for about 33 years at that point. So his patience wasn't quite what it used to be, but his biggest thing was he was sure that nobody could get an A from him. So I worked for about 5 weeks every day after school with another student, just quizzing each other back and forth, basically preparing for this final exam. First A he'd had in 20 years. On his final. So he had taught me how to really push myself, and that sometimes all it takes is somebody telling me that I can't do something to be able to do it, and to never let anybody tell you you can't. He also prepared me in that he expected more of us. In high school, there is the ability to push kids a little bit harder than you would normally. And that has been something that has appealed to me. So the expectation to ask kids to meet a goal, and then once they have, say, that's great. Now let's take it another step further. What else can you do? It was a project we had been working on, and the student was struggling with it, so I had him come in after school to tutoring before it was due so that she could get some help. And as I worked with her one-on-one, and she finally got over the fact that she didn't understand all of it at once, but she could do a piece of it at a time. And she started to do one part of it and naturally moved on to the next, and then it was when she moved on to the third and final phase of the project, she kind of just stopped and she put everything down and she looked at me and she had these wide eyes and she was like, I get it, Miss Templin, I understand it. And that was a really great moment, because I realized that I didn't have to give her the information, I didn't have to give her the example of the project to do. I could just help guide her through the process, and that would help her understand it much better than my just giving her the answer. The biggest thing that parents can do is really value education, and not value good grades, but value their students' success in learning. So success for some students is not all A's. Success for some students is getting through high school with C's or better. Success for other students might be getting all A's and taking accelerated courses and an AP class here or there, but not everybody has the same goals. And so parents being aware of their students' goals. I've noticed that the students that are most successful are not the students that get all A's. The students that are often most successful are the students that have parents that say, this is what we want you to do, or this is what you want to do after high school, so let's figure out what you have to do, and then work with the teacher. I make an effort every morning to try and connect, or beginning of every class, to try and connect with students in a way that they can see that I actually care, that they have a life, that they are a whole person and not just a science student for 55 minutes a day. So I think that the most important thing I do is connect with students and show them that their teachers really do care. They care about their success beyond just this moment.